Hi everyone and welcome back, and let's talk about another examples related to the Redux Toolkit. And in this example we are going to fetch the list of posts and show them, and that is with the help of Redux Toolkit. Okay, I do have one simple app.js, and here we are going to create our store, like configure our store. So here we can say is const store equal to configure store, and here we are going to pass the reducer, and the reducer whatever is, we are going to pass it here. So reducer will be, let's say, the posts and your post reducer. Post reducer, and then we can simply create. So we have the store, so we can create a app component, export default function app, and inside this we can return. So there is a provider. Inside the provider we can pass the store, right? And inside the store we can render our post list component. We'll create the post list component. Let's see here, import post list from components. So we'll create src. There is one directory components, and inside that we can create post list. You can create these slices here also, like post list dot slice dot js, something like that. This is dot js, and you can put the test cases here and all. So we are getting the post list. This post reducer we are going to get from the slice only. Import post reducer from inside the component post list slice. Okay, it's all about making an API call, fetching the data and showing the data inside a post list component. So we will work on the post list slice, and it is going to be the kind of similar example which we have done in the last video. Const post list slice equal to create slice, and it is not auto importing things, that I don't like. Import create slice from Redux Toolkit. So here we are importing create slice. Okay, now let's put a name which is posts initial state. We can also define this object here, and inside initial state, let's say we are creating all these variable edge fetching, which is a boolean, which is initially false, list of all the posts, which is an array, and error initialized with null. Okay, so this is our initial state, and all the reducers we can define. These are like actions. Okay, fetch started, so we'll just create them. Fetch started. Okay, we'll do something inside fetch started. Let's say fetch started is accessing the current state, and here we can simply say is state dot edge fetching equal to true. Similarly, all the other methods. In this particular case, when the fetch success is there, we will be setting up the data. So fetch success, or let's call it a set post or whatever. Set error. So each fetching is obviously false because either we got the success or either we got the error, and then we will just set the posts. Here we will set the error equal to something like, okay, whatever is we are getting inside action.payload, we will set that to the error, and state dot posts will remain empty. And here this autocomplete always creates some trouble, and here we are accessing state comma action, here also state comma action. This is all our create slice, and now you can see what all actions we are exposing. We can just expose from here, export const. This we are exposing from post list slice dot actions. So the actions we can say set error, set posts, and then fetch started. And what we are going to do, we are going to export default this reducer, post list slice dot reducer. This we will export from here, and here we also have another function which is going to make the API call, which is like fetch async posts, any name which you like. Okay, inside arrow function, what it is going to return, let's put this like this, and inside this it will return async, return async dispatch. It's not dispatch event, async dispatch, and we will just start using the dispatch. Okay, dispatch fetch started. So it will be a simple try catch block. Inside try, okay, dispatch fetch started, let's call it, and then const response equal to await, and we already have the API URL. From there we will get the data. Okay, I will copy that, const response fetch, and then const data, const posts equal to response.json, serialize it, and this is also await. We got the data finally, and then we can just dispatch another event, another action, set posts. I mean, we have seen this is like a last example, very simple example we are talking about. And if there is an error inside catch, if we got any error, then we will just call another thing, that is dispatch set error, and then that is e dot, let's say error dot to string, or I will set error object. Okay, so this is it. Now let's go to our component and do the rest of the thing. Here we have created a slice. These are the actions we are exporting. This is the reducer we are exporting. This reducer we are getting in the app component. Post reducer. And now it's all about post list component. So let's say export function post list. This is the functional component, so we can get all the things. Okay, let's say the posts I can get from use selector, and here I'm accessing the state dot posts. Now here is the catch, because what I did is, while creating the store, I'm saying access things from the posts. So state dot posts dot, now inside the state of the slice we have three variables. So it will be accessed like state.posts, and it's a word repetition. But what we can do, so use selector, we got all the posts. We can also use dispatch, const dispatch equal to use dispatch, and then it's all about how we write it. So we can use effect hook to make the API call. Use effect. So here we just pass the empty dependency, import the use effect from React, import React, comma, all the dependencies we had from React, and then inside use effect what we are doing is we can just dispatch the action fetch post, async posts. This we need to import. Okay, it's imported, and now fetch async port we can also pass that as a dependency, so it should stop showing warning or errors. Missing dependency. Okay, dispatch is also a dependency. I mean, this is just a warning for me. It can be simple empty. Use dispatch. What happened with this? Use selector, and we have to import use dispatch. Is it like asking me to add a dependency, either include or remove it? This is fine. I never liked this concept of passing all the dependencies. Okay, then we can just simply return the data. Alright, so this is our component, return the JSX, and inside JSX we are simply saying is show me the list of the posts. Right, so it can be simple ULLI, and inside this we are saying is posts.map. Okay, I got the access of each and every post, and I can just simply put the title or whatever the post I'm getting. So we just need to pass the key. Do we have the unique key inside a post, which is post.id, and here it can be simply post.title. Okay, this is it. So we need to return this. This is the missing part here inside map, otherwise how the values will be populated. Okay, let's see this. Fetch async, everything is correct. Export default function post list. So here we are getting the component. Just reload this. I think I did a zoom, so this browser was not showing. Okay, now let's see the output. If it's fetching true, we should see something like that. I will just reload the page. This sandbox, sometimes the browser acts very weird. It doesn't show the output, and we keep reloading the things because console is not showing any error or warning. Okay, and here we see the output. I forgot to call this function. That's why it was not showing any output. Now I can just reload this, and we see the output coming. Okay, that's it. Let's see another examples for the Redux toolkit. Thanks everyone.